Hello, and welcome to day 48 of 365 Days of Gaming. Um, Today we're back playing Super Nintendo. Sorry, not Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo. And we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 because that was Mr. Mad's favorite original regular Nintendo game when he was a kid. I'm gonna be Raphael. Did anybody else do other people call it Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo, or do people call it like NES? I always grew up calling it Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo. And then I don't know, Mr. Mad, what do you normally call the original system? Yeah, he calls it NES. He does the NES thing. Uh-oh. Is this Oh, okay. I got my guys. And oh, this is see now. We would never have been friends as children. I got to tell you, we never would. We did not have the same taste in gameage or music. I was so excited because Mr. Mad, when we first started dating, had all this music and he played Pink Floyd The Wall, and I was like, that's like my favorite album ever, man. Like, totally. And it was so awesome. He's like, oh yeah, I love that. And I'm like, oh yeah, like classic rock, right? He's like, oh yeah. Yeah, no, turns out that was a lie. He doesn't love classic rock as much as he let me believe. I think he was just trying to impress me, which is really disappointing because we finally watched Rock of Ages, which was, and I think will fast become one of my favoriteest movies ever. I was worried about watching it. It took me like, what is it, 4 years since it came out to watch it, because I was worried about. Oh, I got smacked by a giant. Oh, totally killed by a pinball ball. Um, I was worried about them ruining it with covers. Glee. Um, the guy who played Finn, who he didn't take his life. Sorry, who passed away from I think it was a drug overdose. But you know, Corey Monteith loved every time he sang when he sang, the classics. But anybody else, sometimes you're like, ooh, don't touch rock music. You just guy who won American. And did he win American Idol? He came out as, or he was gay, and he's toured with Adam Lambert. He's toured with Queen. He's a cool guy. He was on Glee, but I remember when he was on American Idol, he did Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, as like death metal. There are limits. There are limits to covers, guys. It's funny because I really love him, and I really loved him doing Queen. I was sad he was in our province, and we didn't go. I didn't go see him. Because really, how many times are you going to see Queen? There's only two of them left anyway. Eventually, there won't be any at all. So this game's kind of fun. Although, I keep getting hit and hugged. I keep getting hugged. So I guess you have like 3 resets. It says rest, but like 3 rejuvenate things. Oh, come on. And then I have 46 points. I don't know if it's done by points and you just have to go as long as possible, or if there's like an end goal to this level. We'll see. Maybe I'll ask Mr. Mad about it. Oh, once you get 100 points, you get free man. So that's what those points are. There's one of the Marios. Every 100 coins, you get a free man. Is it Super Mario World? Which I want to go play, and to do so, I'm going to have to go get my Super Nintendo system from my mother's house, of all places. And it is not just at my mother's house in a basement. It is set up at my mother's house because we would have family game night after I moved out. I do have my PlayStation here, though. What are you guys? Besides speedy little buggers who are trying to kill me. No. 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 Eh, eh. Die. Oh, nope, I died. I only had 62 points. So now that you saw how I played, I think we'll see if we can tag Mr. Madden to play around and see how far he can get compared to me. Just one. We're just rearranging ourselves. We're all plugged in. Well, I'm plugged in. Would you like to hear his commentary? Mr. Mad, would you like to play your own commentary? Wait a minute, what was that?
No, thank you.
I had to get really close like I was going to kiss him for him to do that. Oh, wait. Here, give me one of those. That was me getting a kiss. And that wasn't his real voice. That was like his I'm on radio voice. Hello. My name is Steve. And I'll be your host. His name isn't actually Steve, but Steve is what popped into my head. You know who the best host is? Oh my goodness. I can't even think about it. And I watch the clips all the time. When I upload these videos, then I start watching these clips online from this British talk show. Who is like the funniest, and I don't remember his name. Graham Norton. And it's not that I don't remember because people are forgettable. I don't remember because my brain is a little messed up. But Graham Norton. And you see actors on there that you've seen other places. And they're just so much more. Maybe it's because they all drink. Because they all have alcohol when they're on there. It looks like there's wine glasses and stuff. But he's just such a funny guy. Like, I find some of the talk show hosts, you're like, okay, you totally ignored what that person said. And they summarize it, and I love them all, but he is just, I've never, and maybe it's just they pick the good clips, but even when I watch the full-length episodes, because I think his actual show puts clips up, but some people put full episodes, because we are not in Britain, so we don't get BBC. We don't pay for that channel. He is just so funny. And so you should all watch Graham Norton. And he always gets people to do this, like, he just brings out the best. Oh, I think that's him. I don't think it's the guests that he has because, well, one, he chooses good guests. But sometimes I see people on there, I'm like, I saw your interview over here on this one, and it was nowhere near as entertaining. He just seems to make everybody have a good time. If I'm ever famous, that's the show I'll want to go on. Look, Mr. Mad's already got 84 points. 84 points. And he still has 2 lives left. I think by this point I used at least one of my lives. But then he's played this game before. That was my first time playing. Mr. Mad, are we going to be here for like 4 hours before you die? Oh, snap. This might be a very long video. I was thinking, oh, I played for like 5 minutes. He'll play for 5 minutes. We'll call the video done. I know sometimes we play for a whole hour, but sometimes you don't need to see a game for more than 10 minutes. I feel like that's not... Ooh, die! 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 No, not you, Ninja. Come on, Mr. Mad. Raphael. Die! Get a hit in. Hit him with the stars! You never think that you'd wish for your husband to die. Yes! And then there was one. Well, actually, there's 2, but there's only one more reset. Oops. I bumped into him, and he had to jump in front of the pinball. Oops. I hit the paddle. Oops. I hit the paddle again. Oops. Die! I'm not competitive at all. Not in the least little bit. Just a smidge. In my left toe. All my left toes. Pretty much my left leg. Left arm. Basically my left side is competitive. Unlike my right hand. And me, right hand, arm is almost the same thing. Arm and leg and foot. Like, if it's the arm, it's the leg. So really, it's my left side, my arm, and my leg of my right. And really, you really want to get technical. Technically, my competitive bones in my body may or may not run through my entire torso. So, my whole body may be competitive. Not really. I don't really have a competitive bone in my body. Um, I have normal human bones. How about NaNoWriMo? NaNoWriMo? National Novel Writing Month. I tried the camp one year and I made a title and I made an account, but then I didn't do anything. But last night I am a writer by, um, that's my life choice. I've yet to write that great Canadian novel, not the great American novel, the great Canadian one. But I've got a billion ones that go on, and I'm a journalist, and that's what I do. I write and work in communications, and so decided I'm writing this. I had all these great ideas for all these different stories that came together, and I had a really good writing session, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's November. Why don't I go and sign up for NaNoWriMo? There was 168 emails in my inbox since I had signed up like 3 years ago. I just kept getting emails every time these events came, which was kind of silly because I'm not reading them. And I was always wary about doing it because I was always thought you had to put your stuff up there, but you don't. You can put a synopsis and you can put an excerpt, and I didn't. I put like a 2-line synopsis, and you just check your words. And so if I finish it, I will submit my whole text. But I couldn't see that you win anything cool. I had heard that people win, like, get their book published or blah blah, but what does it say you win? Discounts on stuff. I've just misread it. But I do have a friend who's doing it, and when I told her today, well, I signed up, and, maybe. She's like, oh, I'm so far behind. She's like, because I cheated. I'm like, what do you mean you cheated? She's like, well, I had to rewrite my book introduction, first part 3 times, because I wasn't happy with it. She's like, I'm still not happy with it. I'm like, just keep writing. No one's ever happy with their work. So now we're gonna have each other's back every day. Did you do your chapters today? Oh, hey, he lost. You didn't last longer than me. I think he just purposely died because he didn't want to listen to me talk anymore. Oh, he made the mess. I wasn't paying attention to the boss because I wasn't watching him play anymore. I was looking around my living room going, oh, what's going on? Oh, what's that? Oh, there's spider webs in the corner, Mr. Mad. Go kill them. That's his job in life, is to reach the bugs that I can't. And yes, there are webs galore in all parts of my apartment. If you didn't hear the horror stories about the 2 monster ones that we found, you're lucky I even used this desk, because there was one right on the wall. Thankfully, he saw it and killed it before I got anywhere near it. But, yes, this was day 48. Yesterday I said day 46 like 6 times, and it was day 47. But today is day 48. We played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I debated doing a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles every day, because there's 3. And Mr. Mad was like, no, just play number 2. I'll see what number 1 is before I commit myself to playing. He's like, I really wanted to play Tetris, but Tetris didn't work, so I had to play Tetris 2. Like and subscribe. Tell us if there's a console, NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Is that what that stands for, Nintendo Entertainment System? Or an original NES game that you want us to play. If there's another console game, we do have a few other consoles we're getting sort of jerry-rigged to the computer. If there is a free online game, a Facebook game, a PC game, if there's a purchase game, we will try, depending on how much money it is. Unless you want to buy us the game. If you want to buy us games, we will totally play whatever you want. But we are lacking in the gaming fund. I think the first 2 or 3 weeks was all games that Mr. Mad currently had. I think he has a few more that aren't installed, but he has accounts for, so we're going to try and get through them. We still have 327 days left. No. 317 days left? Something like that. Mr. Mad's just laughing at me trying to do math. Listen, guys, math is not my friend. So yeah, like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. We've had a lot of Twitter activity. We're so excited about it. Share our videos. Share and make fun of us. I don't care. Tweet you're a dork or troll me. As I've said before, troll me. I dare you.